Hey everyone, Steve Kim here. So excited! Steve Kim Show episode number 46. The April stats are in, and I'm here to give you the most accurate and up-to-date numbers, so let's get right into it. So back in Toronto, March 2019, we saw just over 2,500 sales versus just over 4,500 active listings. Fast forward into April 2019, what happened in Toronto? Well, we see that number of sales shoot right up, just over 3,200, but we also see the active listings go to just over 5,300. So absolutely, we are in the heart of the spring market. Lots of people are buying, lots of homes are coming to market. Well, in New York region, what happened back in March 2019? We saw just over 1,100 sales and we saw just over 4,000 active listings. Fast forward into April 2019, we see in New York region as well. We see the number of sales go up to just over 1,400, and we also see what's really interesting, we see a drop in active listings. So what's happening in New York region is we're seeing sellers maybe pulling back a little bit, being like, you know what, I'm not necessarily getting the price that I want to, I'm not going to be putting my house on the market. But what's happening is as we see more sales come to market and we see the supply come down, this is basic economics, right? Supply versus demand. So in New York region, as we see tightening of prices, we are actually seeing homes move. So in Richmond Hill, in 2 days, I sold a property in Richmond Hill in 2 days for a record price. So again, supply and demand. There are buyers out there who are buying, but we're not seeing as many properties come to market for certain pockets of New York region. Months of inventory. You know this is super important. Like I just mentioned, economics, supply and demand. In Toronto, March 2019. We see months of inventory at 1.8. Fast forward into April, we see months of inventory at 1.7. And again, this is across all housing types. Detached towns, semi-condos, condo towns, so on and so forth. In New York region, what did we see? March 2019, we see months of inventory go from 3.4, drop slightly to 3.2. So in Toronto, still very much a seller's market for certain for certain types of homes, and then as well in New York region, we are starting to see sellers markets for certain segments of homes. Now, let's take a look at average price. Back in March 2019, that average property in Toronto was trading just over 830,000. Fast forward into April, we see that number shoot up to just over 903,000. So wow, we are seeing a price appreciation and increase definitely for certain segments of the housing market in Toronto. York region, what happened? Well, we see a little bit of a kind of a stable shift from March to April. So March 2019, that average property was trading just over 913,000, and then in April 2019, pretty much not much of a difference, but just trading just over 913,000. So now let's take a look at average price change year to year for Toronto and York region. So that average property in Toronto back in April 2018 was trading just over 866,000. Fast forward to April 2019, we see that property trading just over to 903,000. So we're seeing a price appreciation increase of 4.3% year over year in Toronto. Well, what happened in the 905 in New York region? That average property back in April 2018 was trading just over 938,000. Fast forward into April 2019, we see that average property trading just over 913,000. So we are seeing a bit of a price drop of 2.7%. And this may be indicative, or this may be the reason why we're seeing sellers hold back in terms of timing, not getting their properties on the market right now, right? So we saw the number of sales up, but we also saw active listings come down, and so this may be indicative for kind of a little bit of that price drop. Anyways, I hope you found these numbers and stats useful. As always, if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to send me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email, or come by and say hello. I hope everyone's having a great day. As always, be great, be kind, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.